Are you sick and tired of seeing people do really epic things on Instagram and you just don't know how? Or maybe you want to use Instagram more efficiently to save time or just be creative. Well, today we are going into part 2 of our Instagram hacks that you probably don't know about, but you should. Let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're new to our channel, we are High Season, a social media agency that helps business owners, entrepreneurs, and marketers step their social media game up and break the algorithm. And today we are talking about all the ways that you too can step up on Instagram. Now, the reason we're filming this is because we did this I think it's in 2019 even.
The original
in
one?
The Office. The original
Ooh.
one, yeah. So it's either 2019 or early 2020. You'll see here because we'll put it up here for you to check out. But that video performed really well. Everybody seemed to just discover all these really cool hacks that let you, level up your stories or level up your posts. But in that video, we didn't talk about all these other back end or even on post type things that a lot of people don't know about and aren't using. So today we're going to be breaking down some of our favorite Instagram hacks and features so you can start leveling up your Instagram strategy. Let's go.
The first Instagram feature you might not know about is the green screen option. So you may have seen this around. Personally, I saw it a lot with TikTok. As you know, we're not the largest fans of it, but they did change the game. And Reels obviously took that because it is pretty cool. So we're going to show you how to use that. So what I would suggest is you either have a picture ready or you could do something like take a screenshot. So we've got our YouTube app up right now with our YouTube homepage. So we've taken a screenshot of that. I'm going to go into Instagram and it's going to be facing Tiffany. Now we're going to scroll through until you find it. If you can't find it immediately, you actually can just search for it, or you scroll right to the end and you search for green screen. So I'll just put the word green and that should hopefully bring it up. Basically, you got the left one there, green screen for Instagram. You hit try it and it's going to bring that into the app. Boom. So you got Tiffany right there. Now if you hit add media, you hit this background.
Check it out.
Look at
that. Hey guys, check out our YouTube channel.
Hit subscribe. See how it says subscribe? Hit that notification bell.
And you can also resize as well. So that's something to consider. Maybe I just want Craig to be more in there or something.
Only got half. What's going on?
But yeah, love that feature. That's very cool. I think it's great to call out something. Great to answer Q&A questions as well if you want to put yourself at the forefront. If you're someone who talks about articles and things like that, news that's coming out, that's another great way to just kind of point to it.
Yeah. So if you've ever seen that around and you're wondering what it was, you thought people were doing some sort of Instagram magic, it's just a filter inside the app. Everyone has access to it, so go use it, and it's great for Reels. It's super popular, super engaging, great way to use it.
So the next one here, which is my absolute favorite, one of my favorites, you'll actually see one of these hacks saved our lives, down the line. That's the last hack, okay? So stay tuned. That one actually saved our lives. If you love beautiful stories and sometimes you want to have these gorgeous backdrops, not just the default backdrop that Instagram provides you, you can actually do a little flick of the wrist, you can call it, in order to get the backdrop you want. All right, so add post to story. But I want to make this background more dynamic. What I can do is go into my camera roll, copy, head back into stories, paste it.
No, you're not.
And then what am I going to do? I'm going to start expanding the story out, right? Oof. And then I'm going to hold, and you'll feel a little haptic, pop. You'll feel like a haptic. That's a feature. Yeah. So you're going to have this, then you're going to hold the image to bring it to front, and then you're just going to expand the image that you have in the background there. And that's how you get a beautiful background that's full screen, that doesn't have to be like the picture or anything like that. It just gets to be whatever you want it to be. That's a great way to even brand. So if you had consistent brand, a pattern or anything like that you want to keep consistent, that's a great way to chuck it in the background of all of your photos. So
just the overhop.
And this company is a really, really great company as well. And then, of course, if you want, you can do a tap here type thing.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I like that.
Definitely my favorite hack. Please try it out. Let us know if it works for you and let us know in the comments or DM us on Instagram, tag us on Instagram. I love this one and people always ask me all the time how we do it. So very happy to share it with the YouTube fam. Next up,
Alrighty, the next feature of Instagram that you may not know about is picture-in-picture stories. What you're going to do, you're going to head into stories and we're going to do 2 different pictures. So we're going to start off, what are we going to start off? Maybe the coffee? Then what you're going to do, you're going to hit the little sticker thing at the top and you're going to scroll down until you see this bad boy here to suggest picture-in-picture. So I'm going to get this other photo of young Tiffany from another photo shoot that we did. Oh my god, I'm not as good as Tiff at this. You put that like that.
Yeah, I would put it like
Ooh,
here.
where would you put it? See,
like
I knew
that,
you'd have a better idea. I
like
want to
that,
keep the
like
branding
edge
though.
there or something.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, keep the brand. Just
There you go.
there you go. So basically, it's like a cool way you can present stuff. Obviously, the 2 photos we've chosen here are somewhat related. There is Tiff in a bed for a client that we did a shoot for, drinking coffee, and then of course some coffee beans. So just a nice way to present the image, kind of similar to what you had before, like an alternative image from the same shoot.
Yeah.
So it just shows that you put a little bit more effort and energy into your stories, and look how long that took. Like
no time,
seconds.
and it has the nice rounded corners too.
I do like that.
And you can keep overlapping and overlapping.
Yeah, which is super great. So that's a really fun one, really easy. Once again, it should be available for everybody.
Another cool feature that you might not know about is that you can add filters to videos that you haven't actually filmed in Instagram with a filter. So one of my favorite things, and a lot of favorite things for people, is to actually film with the Instagram filter when you're filming in stories. I mean, I just can't have this naked.
They are cool though.
Yeah, they look great though. There's so many effects, right? So it's fun to use that. So if you've already filmed something that's from your camera from previously and you're just using it in your regular camera app, or you're pulling from somewhere else and you want to keep, say, your aesthetic the same, or you just want to use something interesting from Instagram to up your video a little bit, you can actually go into the effects tool after the fact. So if we go into the Instagram here, this is just actually a video of an apartment we were looking at. So everyone's used to like these normal swipe videos, which is like the standard filters, right? But that's so like 2015 or whatever, 2016, right? What we want to do is use these cooler new effects. So you can actually just tap the 3 little stars at the top there, and then you can add those Instagram effects way after the fact. Ooh. So look at that.
There's some fun ones.
There's some really fun ones. So if you want to jazz things up, some are ridiculous and some are fun. But then again, you can go and enhance your stories even after you filmed it, so you haven't really lost that opportunity. So definitely just head into the effects tool if you want to jazz up your stories a little bit, even if you haven't filmed them in Instagram.
The next Instagram feature that you may not know of are quick or saved replies in DMs. So the more, Instagram DMs at first, personally, I wasn't using them a ton, and I felt like they kind of went from 0 to 100 to like now it's like it's an exclusive way of communicating with people. It's been a very important tool as well for business. So obviously when it comes to business, and even a company like ourselves, we get regular outreach, and we kind of have to say the same thing to a lot of people. So one way to save yourself a bit of time is to create a saved reply. So if you take a look here, it actually starts like this on the bottom right of the screen. If you just hit that plus and then the little 3-dot speech bubble, we've actually got a couple of them already pre-saved. We're going to make a new one just so you know how to do it. Going to press that plus button, and this one we'll just call it follow, and we're going to be like, hi, thanks for following. We hope Tiff is better than this. What do we say? We hope you get some value.
Yeah, thanks for following. We hope you find value on our feed.
Watch some of our video content at, whoops, I can't even spell. Bam, and that is saved. Now, whenever you're replying to somebody, you can hit the follow one, and that'll automatically pop up. You hit send, bam, she's good to go. Alternatively, an even quicker way, because you saw that shortcut we said follow, all you have to do is you write the word follow, insert a save reply, send, there she is again.
Look at that.
So that's a super easy way to make sure that you're replying to everybody, that you don't let the stacked inbox get the best of you, and you make sure you get them the information they need as quick as possible, as simple as possible. So give that one a try.
Sales technique too, because you see what Craig did there with the YouTube, the YouTube channel. Check us out. That's how you get more subscribers. Maybe you have a free offer, or maybe you just want to say hey, so people know that you're like, hey, I notice when new followers come in and I actually want to connect with you. Like, this is a real thing. This is a real community. So key to doing that. So definitely, I feel like that's such an underutilized feature that you all could be taking advantage of. Another great Instagram feature that you'll definitely want to be taking advantage of is the ability to control your comments. So yes, those comment sections is in your control.
Yes.
So you know, especially when it comes to the spammers and the scammers, they're the worst. So the DM us to be in our clothing line or whatever, all this stupid annoying thing. It's always a clothing line.
Why?
Or DM me for graphics, like all of these things.
Stop.
You can actually block certain words so that people can't DM you. And this also just helps in terms of keeping your community clean and positive. So if, for example, you are an influencer and there are negative people who come in here and just say terrible things about you because that's just what it is in the world, is, you know, people are interesting in the world, you can actually block certain keywords so that way they can't get at you. So in order to block certain keywords, you're going to go over into your settings, you're going to head to privacy, and then right there where it says comments, that's where you'll input. So say you hated when people even say DM anything, then you can actually put the words DM there. If people said terrible things just based on what you do and you know there's certain things that come up or certain phrases, you can actually block them there and then they will not be able to get in contact with you. Another thing that's great that you can do is actually restrict people in general from commenting, and they won't know that they've been restricted. That's a very key feature, and we definitely recommend taking advantage of that to keep the energy clean and the vibes 100.
The next feature of Instagram that you may not know about is pinning comments on a in-post feed. So obviously sometimes people make some really fantastic comments that you want to make sure that everybody else sees, or maybe they have a helpful addition to your post that you just want to, you know, really highlight. So one way you can do that, you go to your post here, you go to your feed. This is our latest post, and we're going to find something good. Now, this was just letting everybody know that we hit 1 million views total on Instagram, which is amazing. Guys. So that is thanks to you guys. This is our good friend Josh Telfer. He's a very talented photographer and designer. So all you do is swipe left, and you see that little pin there. You hit that pin, and it says pin the comment. You can pin up to 3 comments as well, which is even better, and you hit pin comment. Now, if you don't want that comment to be pinned, you just swipe across again, hit the pin, and hit unpin.
Yeah, and it's a really good opportunity to pin testimonials. So if somebody says something great about it, one of our clients too, she uses this very well. And another thing that you could do is just like if something adds really good context to a post, or it was like an amazing response and you're like, this is like a great way to enhance the post, that's another opportunity where you want to pin that. So it's the first thing people see when they land on the post, outside of your caption, of course. And this feature, this was a game changer, actually a lifesaver. So one of our clients, they were doing an Instagram live and it was with like a really massive influencer, you know, so you know that's not cheap. So we had a really massive influencer and they were doing like this live event, and of course we want to save these lives and have these archives so that people can continue to go back and watch them. And that really great feature where everybody knows, and if you don't know, you can save a live to IGTV so it stays there in your feed and it just increases the longevity and the lifespan of it. But to some detrimental, awful thing that we don't know why it even happened, the app like just wouldn't allow her to save the video. Like it basically just like crashed. Did not even crash, just like froze up on her and she wasn't able to save the video. And we're like, wow, all hope is lost. There's nothing that we can do about it. However, there is an archive feature. So let me show you how you can save a live video and upload it to IGTV even if you did not save it right after you recorded the live. This is a fairly new feature and it is also a game changer. A game changer too because you were able to save it, edit it if you wanted. Say you didn't like the beginning of it and you thought it was awkward. Now you have this opportunity to edit a live and re-upload it to IGTV. So let me show you where you go. So we'll admit, High Season doesn't really go live on Instagram. No. We probably should sometime.
I went live with
you went live.
King, but that wasn't even our live.
And that was less than 30 days ago. I mean, more than 30 days ago. So we don't really go live that often, so you're not going to see anything here. However, if you go into your archive, you can actually tap the little arrow at the top and then pull your live archive. That's where your video will stay within the Instagram platform for 30 days. And then you can either save it or add it to your IGTV. Note, you only get to do this once. So you have to make sure once per video. Okay. So once you've uploaded once, you're not going to get the opportunity to do it again. So make sure that you got that right and on point. This is also works if you forgot to put the cover on all of a sudden and you're like, oh man, I ruined it. You can actually go just delete that one, go in and save that one time from your archive. An important part of making sure that this happens for you though is that you need to make sure in your settings you have it so that Instagram always archives your stories and your live videos. In order to do that, you would just be doing that from your archive. So do that now and make sure that this is the feature that you have saved on so you don't have to worry about it at a later time. Hit the 3 little dots in the top right corner, hit settings, and then make sure you have save live to archive toggled on and save story to archive. Really just like toggle these all on. There's no reason not to have it because the other two are sharing and we're always going to want people to share our content. So make sure all of those controls are toggled on. Alright guys, those are some of our favorite hacks and features on Instagram that you may not have been knowing about, but you really need to and you should be using. Let us know in the comment section which hack or feature was new to you and what you'll be using in your next post.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming to watch this video. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe below, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos from us. We did that in like a miming motion together. There, it was beautiful, yeah. You can follow us everywhere at High Season Co, and you can check out our blog post at highseasonco.com/blog. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Peace.
Peace.